spend some time discussing today is keeping things simple, or what Prabhupada called it, simple living, high thinking. Keeping things simple, and that is what is very, very important for all of us to really understand. Because the nature of the mind, as we all understand, the nature of the mind, the tendency of the mind is to make things complicated, yes? We just love, we cannot see things so simple. How is it so simple? We just love to make things complicated. Because the way, if you analyze the way Maya makes us believe, is that the more you have, the Maya will makes us believe this, the more you have, the less you need. That's quite, from the mathematics point of view, if you have more, then you need less, right? If you want to reach 100, and if you have 80, then what do you need? You just need 20, right? So what Maya says, the more you have, the less you need. And you say, wow, the more I work hard and at least I get more, then I'll need. But is that the way it works? I was thinking it is such an amazing, illusory snare of Maya. That when we start working, we are convinced that, the more I have, then less. Ek baar ye ho jayega, then everything is fine. How many of us have spoken that? Once I do this, then I'll be happy. Yes or no? Yes. If this is done, and then you work hard. But then this goes far. The amazing snare of Maya. See, please understand, it is so in front of our eyes, but we don't realize it. I realized it when I was trying to think deeper into it. For years, we just believe that the more we have, the less we need. And it's quite logical, right? The more you have, the less you need. But it never works that way. Because the mind, very brilliantly supported by Maya Devi's energy, loves to make things complicated. And you will say, well, the more I have, the less it is. That is fine. But how can it be so easy? I need to do something more. And you work more and more and more. So, I found a very interesting thing on that. Many times when we talk about simplicity, I came across a phrase by Mr. Steve Jobs. And Mr. Steve Jobs has written that simple can be harder than complex. Very interesting. Simple can be harder than complex. So it is not easy to be simple. Take it from me. The need is to be simple, but many a times our mind tricks us in thinking that if something is simple, then it is easy. How many of you think that way? Yes? If something is simple, it is easy. How many of us think that way? It's simple hai, to easy hoga. No. When Prabhupada says simple living, high thinking, that's why sometimes we find, that we tend to we all have sort of got tricked into Krishna consciousness. Just chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Very simple. I say, yaar, simple hai, no problem. What's simple, right? We use this phrase. Did you just notice what you just spoke or what I just spoke? Keeping things simple. That means things are already simple, you just keep it simple. We didn't use the word make things simple. Do you use the word in English? Make things simple. Be honest. There's a reason why we talk about something as make, but in this case we are not talking about make things simple. We talk about keep things simple. That means what? Basically, life, consciousness and all that we do is simple. Keep it simple, otherwise you can make it complicated. It's such interesting how language can teach you so many things. The way we speak.